Special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 120,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, Cover America Auto Care has announced revolutionary, inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage that is now available to the general public to save consumers thousands on auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for drivers to call who own a vehicle that is less than 10 years old for a free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number is 800-547-5262. Drivers who are covered with this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair again. This is the auto coverage now sweeping across America at a fraction of what dealerships charge and is now available to the public by calling today. The number to call is 800-547-5262. 800-547-5262. That's 800-547-5262.
Welcome back to the PM show right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn is out on special assignment. I am Eric Joseph, filling in for him. And filling in for Jeff Edwards, we have the wonderful and talented Jack Hine.
Which I'm honored to fill in with, for Jeff Edwards.
And I said you're wonderful and talented.
I know, which you don't believe, but that's okay.
No.
That's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't get into that now.
So now what we'll get into is, it almost seems like everybody that is married is cheating on their spouse.
Well, there's a lot of famous cheaters out there right now. And I think there's updates constantly coming in on these famous cheaters. So I thought over the weekend, these last, I wasn't here yesterday, so to me it's the week, it's like
right.
Monday, but it's really Tuesday. Over the weekend, there were some developments with our famous cheaters. So I thought I'd get to the first one, and it is being reported on Radar online that Elin, I think that's how you say her name.
Yes.
Elin,
the wife of Tiger Woods.
The wife of Tiger Woods will not be attending the Masters.
Oh.
And they're saying that she's furious with him that he has returned to golf so quickly. And you think that's cool that he's gone back this quickly? I mean, it's been 4 or 5 months.
Okay, well, here's my whole. Well, no, I see where she can be upset because it's like, okay, well, they obviously have enough money to take care of themselves.
Right. It's not like
he doesn't have to do this ever again.
It's not like he has to go back to work to make a paycheck.
Exactly, but I think he's doing it to get out of the house and away from his wife because clearly after 14 women that he's
been in rehab though. He's been in sex rehab and not at home. Remember, for most of this time, they checked him into that facility.
This is all a cover up. I think. I really think that Elin and Tiger Woods hate each other.
Oh, I think this is
but they're only doing this for the kids.
Yeah. Oh, you think they're doing it for the kids?
Well,
you have way higher opinions of them than I do. I think they're doing it for the money, that this way he can at least keep some of the big endorsements like Nike. And if he goes back, and he's favored to win this Masters. If he goes back and wins the Masters, it'll deflect a lot of attention. He gets back into golf. He starts winning again. They start making billions again, and everybody's happy.
True. But I don't know. I do think that he is jumping into this too soon. I think, his so cleverly written apology that he publicly went out and said was just over the top, just ridiculous, pointless.
I think by going back so soon it negates everything he said, which is I'm really trying to work through this and I'm going to rehab.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh no, I'm fine now. I can go back and play golf.
I had 2 weeks off. I'm good.
Right. I think they just assume, all these people assume the American public is stupid and they'll just buy whatever they say. And now he's going to get back there and he's going to win. And then the people will forgive him.
The other thing too is his good friend there, Jesse James, has kind of taken the heat off of him and brought it on himself.
A little bit.
I think that might be.
Which, I didn't realize
reason too.
What a big empire Jesse James was. He's worth as much money as Sandra Bullock, which I didn't realize. But he has magazines and restaurants, and he's a big deal money-wise. But he's not as big a deal worldwide attention-wise. But
right.
You're right. This is turned into a huge story, especially with Sandra Bullock's new attention she got by winning the Oscar. And something went down with him over the weekend, or shortly before the weekend. I forgot the exact what day this happened. But he got pulled over by the CHP, driving towards Arizona.
So he's leaving California, going towards Arizona.
And he got pulled over because he had no front license plate and tinted windows on his Mercedes, they said.
Now, if I can feed into this story a little bit more, it was said that Sandra Bullock was not, because I do watch the wonderful channel called E! Entertainment. Terrible channel. Anyways, and they had this whole E! News thing, and so they had one of the reporters saying that they know for a fact that Sandra Bullock was not at her house in California, but they have numerous other homes
all over the place,
across the country. I think maybe out of the country as well. But I do know that she was not at home
Over the weekend?
Over the weekend.
That is good to know. Look at you keep up on Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
That
well,
nice.
I do also have a huge, massive crush on her, and I think that this works out for me.
Okay.
If they end up breaking up.
There's news on her end of this as well, but on his end, so he gets pulled over by the CHP. The CHP have reported that he and the officer had a extended conversation where he said he was on his way to try and save his marriage.
Aww,
and he talked to the officer for a little while about what was going on. The officer let him go with a warning. I mean, it was only no license plate and tinted windows. But they let him go with a warning. He's supposedly trying to save his marriage. Now we're up to, by the way, 4 alleged mistresses in his case.
4 of them.
4 of them have come forward.
And 2 of them were also Tiger's mistresses. I'm just kidding.
Right. No, there's no overlap, which is nice. And mistress overlap, because that would get sticky.
Well, if I can interrupt here again, I'm sorry. Well, I'll let you finish here.
No, okay, but I was going to say on Sandra Bullock's side of
yes.
news, her people have come forward and put out in a statement that she is in fact not trying to adopt any of his 3 children.
Because he had 3 with a separate.
He has
with a
2
prior relationship.
He has
correct?
2 children from Carla James, who he was married to, and then 1 child with Janine, who he was married to, who's the porn star who got in trouble for tax evasion and was in jail and is in and out of jail and has had all the recent custody battles.
Right.
But in fact, her people have put out a statement saying she is not trying to adopt any of those children. And she is not in their life, which is important.
But they have their own kids as well, correct?
No, they have no kids.
Okay.
They were married for 4 or almost 5 years, and they have no children of their own.
So she's baggage free, pretty much.
She can get out of this. She's not
nice.
Ellen.
Sandra Bullock, I am single and ready to mingle. Call me.
That's not going to help you.
I know.
Yeah,
saying that won't help me at all.
You really need to come up with a better line.
But yes, I do. But we also have some more interesting news stuff about the whole Jesse James extravaganza coming up.
Well, good. I hope so.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt, sky-high interest